Elemental Draco.
Testing 1 2 3. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ultimate Draco, and today we're back with another Pokemon video. It's been a while since we've done Pokemon, but I found this team by finchinator. Not Elemental Draco. Pokeaimmd used this team on his channel, and I thought, well, I should give it a spin. This is after the release of Libero, whatever you want to call it, Cinderace, which allows it's basically like Protean Greninja. And it's so crazy. This thing is amazing. I'm not sure if we showcased too much in this battle, but there are loads of reasons I wanted to show this battle, and I have a second one too. This is a very difficult battle for me, right? This is a very difficult battle for me to play. My opponent was really, really good, and so the way I played this game, I'll explain a little bit, is that I played with the intention, how do I not lose? Once I got to a certain point in the game, it wasn't how do I win, it's how do I not lose? And so with that, let's start analyzing from team preview. We have the Cinderace, Corviknight, Como, Hydreigon, blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, great. And then we have over here, alright, so I see Torkoal and Venusaur, so I immediately think, okay, Sun team. But I don't see no fire types. So I'm a little like, what are we doing here? And then we have the Hawlucha, Zeraora, blah 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 blah. Okay, and I'm like, Hawlucha, okay, probably Power Herb or something like that. This is probably Grass Surge because after release, Primarina is just Primarina, either Spec, Scarf, or Calm Mind, and then Zeraora being Zeraora. And then other thing I think about is how my team works. Like team preview, Como was a good lead because, like, he doesn't want to lead Primarina. That's not a good lead for him. I was thinking he would lead Torkoal to set up the Sun, and so for that I let Como with Earthquake. It has Earthquake. And so turn 1, he actually goes Venusaur, and so I predict that he doesn't want his Venusaur to stay and take an Earthquake from a Como, or he doesn't want me to sub Belly Drum or something crazy like that. But I have Rocks too. This is defensive Como. So, but instead of any of that, and I'm also bulletproof, so Sludge Bomb wouldn't even work on me. So all he have is Giga Drain and Weather Ball that's unactivated by the Sun. So what I did was, I felt like Corviknight was a safe pivot because it, resists. I'm pretty sure it's special Corviknight too, special defensive. So it resists the Giga Drain and the Sludge Bomb. No Weather Ball can hurt me right now. So Corviknight was a safe switch. He actually goes to Primarina. And the reason I went Corviknight is because it covered the mid. I felt like it was a good play. He would never go Zeraora there on a possible Earthquake or something like that, or a sub even. And Primarina was just good against Como. Maybe he didn't predict this switch. But I go Corviknight here. And then here's where it gets a little crazy. Because he goes Zeraora, and I predicted Zeraora. No. I predicted the Primarina to attack, and so I switched into Clefable, which is special defensive, of course. Tele-Wish-Clef. Alright, but now he has Zeraora out, so I know I have to switch. I didn't switch, I protected, just to see what he would do. And because he didn't Plasma Fist and he chose to knock off, I went right into Como. It loses leftovers, unfortunately, but I mean, it's worth it. I didn't Earthquake here, I'm pretty sure I body pressed. I guess that was okay. I got some damage off on this. So it's leftovers. He goes Scald. That does a decent chunk to my Clefable. That is Magic Guard, so it doesn't matter. And then he starts Calm Minding as I Moonblast. So yeah, getting kind of dangerous now with the Primarina. He Calm Minds again, and I teleport right onto Zeraora. But now we all know that he's gonna switch into something crazy like Zeraora. But I felt like that was the best. So the reason I Plasma Fist, right? Even though, yes, I have Toxin on Zeraora. The reason I Plasma Fist there is because he could have gone Rillaboom, right? He could have gone Venusaur. His own Zeraora was a very nice play there, but I didn't want to. I wanted to attack what was in front of me right there, because if I did not, and he was a +2 Primarina, so if I made the wrong play, like, I could have died. So he was +2 Primarina, so yeah. So we Toxic the Zeraora here, and take a nice chunk off from knockoff. And so I'm right back into Como on the close combat. Physical defensive. Just letting him take some shit from the Toxic. And I'm pretty sure I body press here again, but I probably Toxic. Yup, and we Toxic, thinking the Primarina was gonna come out. Bad play on my part, but whatever. Clefable comes out. That wasn't terrible. Clefable comes out, gets the Scald. And here I probably wished. Yeah, as he Moonblast. Now the question is, did I wish Protect here? No, I probably just Moonblasted. Because this gets rid of the Primarina next turn. And I made a very bad play here. I teleported. I could have just wished, and yeah. Now, bringing Zeraora in was a bad play because he could bring out his own Zeraora, but then he also brings in this. So now I'm in a position where I have to stall out Sun, right? He gets his rocks up, whatever. I go into my own combo. He can't do too much to me. He goes Zeraora. I think right here I check for Play Rough. No. I assumed he wasn't Play Rough because he's knockoff in close combat. You normally don't run both of those like that. And then he has this. And I completely forgot that Body Press does not do, like, a fish. It's not super effective. So I forgot about that. He clicks Acrobatics on Corviknight, and I U-turn out. Here's why I did that. I had felt like at this point, Corviknight was not that useful. Even though I was kind of stupid because I said it guarded against Venusaur. So that was dumb on my part. However, I didn't want anything else to take Hawlucha's attack. Like, I did not want to go into my Clefable on Acrobatics. Or even a close combat. I did not want my Como taking that. I didn't want Cinderace, Hydreigon. There was no other choice. I had to sack. I was sacking Corviknight here. So I actually U-turn out into Cinderace, who's going to be faster than Hawlucha because they did not get his White Herb or whatever. And he goes into this, which I Power Ball immediately, knowing that he can't. Now I bulked up here, right? Expecting him to try to get rid of rocks. Good play on his part. However, this is where I should have Power Balled. Because he immediately gets to go Venusaur, and he's faster than me, I forgot. So, yeah. I completely forgot that Weather Ball existed, and he could do that. So we go Corviknight to waste a turn of Sun, since we knew he wasn't Heat Rock. Because we knock off the boots, right? Go back out into Como, which we know guards this. And here comes Zeraora. But we actually switch on to my own Zeraora, which I don't know why we did that. Oh, probably the... No, I was checking for Play Rough here. Which he does not have. So, we did a good check for Play Rough there. He close combats again. Does not kill me somehow. And I Body Press to kill him. I didn't Earthquake because he could have switched. He goes this to kill my Como, but at this point, it doesn't matter. He actually takes more damage doing that anyway. And then here comes Hydreigon with the Flamethrower. Flamethrower OHKOs from this point, and that is because my Hydreigon is Modest. Modest Life Orb. I'm not sure if that matters too much in that case, but either way it killed. So yeah. The next turn, I believe, this is where it gets tough. The game is really tough right here. I don't really know his Rillaboom set right now, and I'm just now realizing that, oh my gosh, his Hawlucha is not White Herb or Power Herb, it's Grassy Seed. So Grassy Seed Hawlucha, it just kind of clicked around this point, I'm pretty sure. And so now I'm like, okay, I have to waste 5 turns of Grassy Terrain against a Rillaboom that can have Superpower. So I'm pretty sure actually I go ahead and sack my Clefable. Actually, Clefable tanks it like a boss. And so, to waste another turn, I Protect, of course. This is where he should have switched to Hawlucha immediately. Now, I guess I get why he didn't want to do that, because I could Moonblast. He Wood Hammers. He tricks me, actually. Because I thought that I used Protect, he used Knockoff. Then use Wood Hammer on the next turn. I actually wish there. There was no reason. I mean, there was nothing else I could have done, really much. So, it's okay. Out comes Zeraora, and now here's where things get crazy. Cause I switch out so that he can't Wood Hammer me, right? I tricked him into Wood Hammering me. And now a Flamethrower easily kills. However, we go for Draco Meteor here. Because it prevents Hawlucha from coming in. And it actually worked. Now, the confusing thing of... Now, here's what I wonder. My question about that turn is... Let's go back a turn. Let's go back a turn. So we're here, right? Zeraora. We switch out to Hydreigon, and he wood hammers, right? And I don't die. Now, if he had stayed in with his cause all he had to do was stay in with his Rillaboom and he won. All he had to do was stay in. So he choked right here by switching. I click Draco Meteor and knock out his Hawlucha. If he had stayed in, he could have died to Draco Meteor, come in with Hawlucha, get the Grassy Seed, and then just close combat sweep me. That's all he had to do, because close combat would have definitely killed Zeraora from 35% after rocks, and I wouldn't be faster than him. So all he had to do was stay in there, and I flamethrower here because I already know that my Zeraora will win this game for me. He knocks off, whatever. And since I'm faster, I just click close combat to win. And so in that game, okay, I was saying like, how do I play not to lose? And in those last turns, especially after Rillaboom came out, I was like, I'm going to lose this if I don't play as careful, because this Hawlucha has Grassy Seed and I have to waste 5 turns without dying. And so I used each piece of my puzzle I had left to weaken him, and he choked. He choked too. So that's not a complete skill thing. My opponent did choke. But like, I felt like he was going to do that anyway. I felt like he was going to choke, but I felt like he would switch to Hawlucha, expecting me to Dark Pulse, which Dark Pulse would have been an excellent play right there if I had it. Draco Meteor could have missed, and that would have been very bad. I would have lost if Draco Meteor missed too. Alright, so let's go to another battle, a second battle, where I actually played pretty skillfully. In my opinion. So we got the Libero Cinderace again. We have these, yeah. Oh wait, duh. This is the same team. We have Mandibuzz, Rillaboom, blah 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 blah. Okay. We're gonna start this up, and we lead off with Como again. I felt like Como led off versus a good majority of their team. Hatterene was a possibility, but if he led Hatterene, I would have immediately switched to. I actually don't know what I would have switched to, because I could have switched to Corviknight, I guess. Probably would have been Corviknight. I expected him to be Trick Room, so that's why I did this. Looking at his team, he has to be Trick Room, plus Cinderace. So we get Como, the good lead, but I don't want to stay in versus Rillaboom. He actually ends up being Leech Seed. I did not expect that. I expected him to do Drum Beating or something. So he's bulk up Leech Seed at this point. So we U-turn out of there, get that Leech Seed off of me. And we go to Hydreigon, which has Flamethrower. He protects here, and I Flamethrower. I wanted the Nasty Plot, but I felt like Flamethrower would be safer and would guarantee me damage on Hatterene. So we switch out expecting the Hatterene, which does come in, and we just straight up Moonblast him. Now, judging there, I'm not sure about the calc. I want to run a calc, right? I could have ran this calc before the thing started. Hold on. Calc. I wonder if plus 2 Hydreigon would have killed a Hatterene. Because if so, then my correct position, let's say it's offensive Trick Room, sure. Hydreigon. OU Nasty Plot, 3 attacks, plus 2 Modest. And then, so plus 2 Flash Cannon would have definitely killed. However, let's see what a defensive Hatterene. Let's assume he was defensive. Uber Trick Room, what does this do? Okay, let's just assume it's max defense. Right? Flash Cannon was still a guaranteed Oko, so I should have just Nasty Plotted. Anyways, we Moonblast, he Drain Kiss, and I teleport out. Teleport, our favorite. And so I expected a Mystical Fire here. I wanted Mystical Fire so that I can go into my Clefable again. I wanted a Mystical Fire my Clefable so it does less damage. We protect on the Mudsdale just to save damage. I could have let my Clefable take the Toxic here, but he switches, so I just teleport again. I was teleporting to get the Toxic on purpose. He actually goes into Libero Cinderace again, and I Earthquake it. But I was like, that was crazy. That was a crazy play, and I love it. I love that play so much that he was able to use acrobatics to save his what am I trying to say? To save himself from the Earthquake. I like that. So there, here he bulks up, and this is where I toxic him, right? And so I'm thinking, okay, let me go ahead and get my rocks up too, because I don't care about Como anymore. Como is not very good against his team anyway, but I switch it out just so that he clicks acrobatics here. And then I save Como just to flex on him so hard, because he clicks Pyro Ball here and I'm bulletproof. Now if I was a real man, what I would have done is I would have switched out here back to Corviknight. But I didn't want to risk that, so I went ahead and sacked Como, realizing its value was less than my Corviknight's. And he does have Slackberry, but we're able to protect with like a Fable anyway, so it doesn't matter. And he ends up dying. He was a Slackberry acrobatics. I'm not sure. I don't know. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to think now. What can Cinderace get hit by so that it doesn't? So that's a Slackberry activates. I'm not sure. But anyways, we Moonblast here. We protect here. We're trying to waste grassy terrain, I guess. But then I realized this whole set is, no. We weren't trying to waste time here. All we knew was Leech Seed, Bulk Up, Protect. So we were trying to figure out his last move there. So I clicked Drum Beating. I clicked Protect just to make sure that I knew what could wall and what could not. Corviknight easily walls this because even if he wants to click his Leech Seed or whatever, all I have to do is U-turn out. And I did U-turn out. So even Leech Seed wouldn't have affected me that turn anyway. And I wanted to make sure I got this calc right with Hydreigon. I shoot Flamethrower here. I'm pretty sure I Nasty Plot right here. And that's where things get crazy. Yeah, I Nasty Plot here. He Drum Beatings does a good chunk. But he cannot outspeed me. With any of his Pokemon, none of his Pokemon outspeed me. The only Pokemon that outsped me at that point was actually Rillaboom. I knew all his Pokemon had to be less than, because I'm not max speed, I'm 295, so minus that, I was like 196 or something like that. And so Hatterene is dead, and I now kind of see what he's trying to do. I also suggest he changed that to Woodhammer, because, you know, Drum Beating on Shuriken team. And Flash Cannon. This is where I made a mistake too. I made a big mistake here. Even if this wasn't Unaware Clef, which I'm... Wait a minute. Yeah, I should have realized immediately that this was Unaware Clef. Because you saw right there that the stones dug into Clefable. I thought this... Known that. My headphone. I should have been able to tell that. And I didn't pay attention. So that's definitely a bad part on my part. So he goes for Cosmic Power, right? And I'm like, Cosmic Power? Excuse me? So I just Flash Cannon to kill this thing. I did not expect Cosmic Power. He was Cosmic Power, Stored Power. I asked him after the battle. That was actually Cosmic Power, Stored Power, Moonlight, and something else. But he couldn't even touch my... Oh, and Swagger. But he couldn't even touch my Hydreigon. So if I had known that, I could have just stayed in. But I didn't because I have Life Orb. But then he came out Mandibuzz. And so I'm like, Mandibuzz can't touch me. Right? And so he clicks Knockoff. Okay, whatever. I was like, I don't care about my item that much. I don't bring back my Hydreigon. He tries to mean look me, but I'm still able to teleport. I cannot believe that worked. It was so crazy. Like, he was like, wait, that didn't work. So we immediately kill off the Mandibuzz, and then it's downhill from here. Because he can talk to me all he wants. I just clicked Flamethrower. I thought that would kill, to be honest. But he got me here with the rest play. That was a good play. Trying to get that Toxic to wear me down. But we just Draco Meteor here. And I knew for sure that he was going to protect here. Or no, what does he do here? I'm pretty sure I Flamethrower. No, I switched to Cinderace and it fails. I should have bulked up here. I really should have bulked up. Just to flex on him. But I didn't want to. So we just did the safe play, the boring lane play, and we Pyro-Balled to kill him and get him out the game. And that was the GG for me. So I'm not even gonna say my opponent's team sucked. It really didn't. I like the team a lot. The problem with that battle was that he was not... I don't want to say my opponent wasn't good. He played that game well. It's just I'm trying to think of how to say it. Like, he didn't use all the components he had properly. Like, he could have easily... I feel like he could have outplayed me. But he just didn't make the right plays. Or I outplayed him too well. That's what I'm saying, I guess. And I didn't make all the best plays either. Like, when that Clefable came in, if he had Moonblast, I would have been dead. But he had Cosmic Power, so... Yeah, Story Power wouldn't have hit me either, so whatever. But that's gonna be the end of today's episode. I'm glad to show off this team. I might record a video with this team. The problem with me recording Showdown vids is that I constantly lose or constantly win, or I don't go any higher up on the ladder than 1400. I never get past 1400. So like, I don't know. And that's just my skill level. It just is. It's still fun to play Pokemon. It's just I'm playing against people my level, and I'm not ready for the higher tier yet apparently. So yeah. But anyways, that's the end of today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, blah, 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 YouTuber stuff. I will see you guys on the next episode. This is Mr. Draco signing out.